opened the door for you.
You're not in the video. I wasn't live. I'm telling him to zip it and go live.
We are. It is. What's happening? Who was it?
Larry Savage is leaving.
What was he doing up there?
With a sheriff.
Why was he there?
I don't know what they're doing. I wasn't really paying attention to any of that.
Wait. What do you mean?
I don't know.
Oh, well, you
Here's Cheryl.
tell me afterwards.
What's been going on, Cheryl?
Oh,
We're
my
live.
gosh.
You're on YouTube.
Hey, Kristopher. What a wonderful day, right? Getting to watch
Yeah, well,
all of the violations firsthand. So what's really been intriguing is we've been able to watch Russ Willis and Tim Lanning go into an office together. So we have an R&D, supposedly. And then we watch Tim come out and Russ stays in there with the ballots. It's happened multiple times. Multiple. So...
Then tell them that they just left. Tell them what just happened.
Oh, so they left to go to the post office, the two of them together, to go pick up the ballots that were at post office on Rabel. They come back, and mind you, probably at this point, it's been roughly 2 hours ago, we've asked to speak to Russ, Linda, Tim, on multiple occasions, mind you. And they have yet to send anybody down, except they sent this poor lady, Heather. So anyhow, we see them coming in the side door. Not going through security, mind you. And so they come in the side door, and I said, hey, Russ, we have some questions for you. Other than the smirky little grin, that's all we got. And not that you're surprised.
We have it on video.
Okay, you do.
So, do you want to be on video?
Were you live or were you recording?
No, they were. Well, I was on live for some of it. But,
Okay.
Right. So now I want to show you our setup that we have. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is our setup that we get to watch right here. Can you see it? Do you see all of it? Okay. And so I was like going like this, like I'm pointing and telling you this, right? This earlier today. Now, nowhere here can you see what the rules are for any of this, right? Like there's no rules here. They've got sample ballots back here, right?
Oh, that's special.
Right. Now, when we were up here this morning and even Miss Crooms asked, where are the rules? Nothing's been posted, but I want you to know, since I was up here at 1 o'clock and I said something and I was just I never touched the screen, right, Chris? But they said, now they put those up.
Please.
I never touched the screen. Right? I want you to
touch it, Katherine.
I want you to know something, Kristopher.
Touch
I paid for this. I paid for these. So if I want to
Touch
lick my finger and I want to touch it, I can. So now this is going on right now. If you can see it, there's Lannon and Russ. Now, I'm not sure why he gets to be in there when he's under investigation right now. But that's what it is. So you're seeing that. Linda not running the show. Linda has to confer with Russ all the time. He's got ballots right under his arms. He's just walking around with ballots under his arm like it's no big deal.
Well, let's watch. So here we lose them on camera.
See, we lose them on camera, and there's nowhere on here that you can see that camera. It's a blind spot.
So here's Russ.
Yeah.
So there goes
Tim?
Russ.
Where's
Tim?
Tim?
There goes Russ. Well, Tim, he's coming eventually.
He's coming eventually. So now
I
they're
see
telling me that there's multiple R&Ds back here because they were sitting at this desk over here. There's a wall that separates that.
So we just want you to see. Now, look, this is kind of a fire hazard. Could you imagine? That's really not enough room there, but just put them all out in the hallway. And I don't know. This is the craziest thing I've ever experienced or watched in my life. So I don't know what you guys can see. If you can see that.
How long have your lines been voting?
Listen, she's gonna lick some Doritos and then she's gonna play with our ballots. So the lines were bad this morning, right? So the lines were really bad this morning, and they were probably they'd have anywhere from I don't know, 100 to 50. Sometimes were that's one of your field techs coming in right there. She had a blue bag. That's your field tech. And so,
hey, listen.
Yeah.
Be telling people anytime you go live tonight, anytime you go live, remind them that we have the results show tonight.
Okay.
It's
Now
right
here's
here.
the other thing.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
yeah, here's what's really sad. Okay.
Yeah.
Now what's really sad is that I know in the 15 minutes I've been standing outside from like 5 to 5:15. That's why I don't know the whole thing that was going on with Larry here, what was going on. I have no idea what's going on. There must have been at least a half a dozen people who have come from just to vote at the courthouse. I'm like, you can't vote here. I don't know how many they've had all day that have shown up here. And so one guy, he was here like a little bit before 5, and he's like, well, I only have until 5 to vote. And I said, no, they're open till 6. But I had to show him, like I showed him where he could go for all of that. So that's the whole thing. Now, we did call the fire marshal, the state fire marshal, because that's a problem too. Because over here, if you'll see, they've blocked off all the exits, right? And they don't see a problem with this. And you've got head of EMA over here, Tom Eckert, who's also the head of the commissioners. And so they're all sitting here, right? They don't see that as a problem. But I'm telling you right now that in this thin hall, and then like the elevators are a problem, right? If they all have to run out of the building on that fire or that stairwell, it's going to be a problem. And then look at this hallway. This is going to fill up tonight. People are going to come up here tonight. If there's a problem, they could trample one another. I mean,
does it get busy up in Madison County like that?
It's never gotten busy like this before. This is all because of the coverage that we've been doing of the canvassing, and that people need to be involved and they need to come up here and see what's going on. So they've never had anything like this. So they've been meeting all day on how to figure this out. And it's been just a constant change gears. And, this isn't accommodating. Putting people in a hallway, there's no audio, and people should be able to hear the conversations.
You guys are technically not watching or seeing the canvassing.
We're not allowed, we're only allowed to see it on TV with no audio. So it's just been an interesting.
What they do in Marion County is they walk you down the hallway and they put you into a glass box. And they have the canvassing going on all around in like a great big open area.
And that's not what's happening here.
You can hear like the audio and see everything.
Right. And that's not what's happening here. And the sheriffs actually, they all believe that they're following state rules. And I'm like, this is not state rules. These guidelines are not state guidelines. I'm telling you right now, this is a problem.
Well,
I mean, you have no audio. You've got blinders behind walls that we can't see. This isn't transparency.
So, there's not many people watching. I know a lot of people are still at work, and it's early.
And people are still at the polls.
Absolutely.
And that's where I would be right now. It has been nothing but constant infighting up here. It is a standoff is what it is. And it's ridiculous. You can't go upstairs. You're not permitted to go upstairs. Well, that's where everything's taking place. Why can't the people go upstairs? You can't use the bathroom because you can't go past this break point. Finally, they said, okay, we'll let you guys use the bathrooms. I just don't understand any of this. I mean, you're more concerned about us touching a screen than you are just posting the rules. You're killing me, people. Just post the rules. It's not really that hard. And I get everybody's tired. And here's what I'm hearing. We're all tired, right? The employees are all tired. Everybody's a volunteer. Everybody's exhausted. Well, you know what? Do you think your constituents are tired too? Here's a news flash for everybody. I have a real job. I actually have a job that people's lives depend on me to make decisions. You want to talk about exhausting? And the fact that I have to do this for accountability. So let's talk about who's exhausted more, if that's really what we want to go toe to toe on. I've closed my practice today for the people. For the people.
You should have wrote something down and closed down the hospital.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing. So to say that we're not just as tired, we're just as tired as everybody else is too. But you know what? You people are being paid to do this.
Yeah.
None of us are being paid to do this.
Yeah.
Sean, he's here. He's not being paid.
It's only one day a year.
Yeah, I mean, it is nothing. So now I want to know why they keep bringing people in the back door. They just brought somebody in the back door. They're taking her up the stairwell. Russ has brought her in. So now you've got people coming in the back door who don't have to go security or walking up the stairwell with special privileges. This is a huge problem.
We just watched ballots being handled with only one person.
Yeah, ballots again being handled with one person on this video. I mean,
That's
this
never.
is a
You guys need to be getting video and pictures of that.
We'll have the whole video.
I mean,
Because here's
the lady who just brought that in just had a tech bag.
I asked.
Look at all of these ballots she's got.
So listen
If
to
that
me.
was a tech bag, why has she got all these ballots?
You guys need to be videoing that. Even if you're not doing it going live, if you're just videoing it on your phone for the video, because it's great to see it with your eyes, but you need to get it with video.
I mean, he is literally opening ballots. So why aren't we allowed to be up there and watch canvassing of the ballots?
Yeah.
Can you see that? He's
Yeah.
literally opening. They are opening ballots out of envelopes.
And who are those three people? I can't really
Oh,
tell.
I don't know who they are.
Wait, this lady's the tech lady. She just walked in with a tech bag, and I asked her if she had ballots. She said no. I asked her if she had USBs. She said no. But she had a blue bag that said tech.
Well, she got something.
Yeah, exactly. I have no doubt that that's what she brought in. I just missed it. We were talking and I missed it. So
You
we'll have to
know,
watch it.
I mean, then we've got right here, this girl right here that's sitting the first. That girl with the brunette, she is married to Linda Smith's son-in-law's brother.
I mean,
I mean,
that's not even a real sentence that you just said there.
so Linda Smith's son-in-law, his brother is married to this girl.
Okay.
I mean, that's nepotism at its finest. And so here is, look, she's just going to set her purse on her pop there because I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, you want a photo on the screen. I didn't put it.
No, I'm just in general.
Yeah.
So
I was going to get your all names.
hold on here a second.
Usually, yeah. Okay, one no, thank you.
Two no thank yous.
Two no, thank you.
Please don't do it.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, I just put anonymous.
Yeah.
Whatever
Oh,
they
yeah.
want to
You
put.
can put Spiro T. Agnew if you want.
Well, there's a group of y'all.
Iron
I'm going
Man.
to say interested citizens.
I like that.
Concerned citizens.
Thank you.
Concerned citizens of Madison County.
I like
Can I get
What?
your name?
Yeah, you know who I am. I'm Catherine Callahan. Come in the paper all the time. Yeah.
Who's
You
that?
know how many people have asked their names today who I know and have known forever, and I still ask them their names?
That's all
If
right.
Ken would have reached out for me for a comment instead of making me look like a co-conspirator in the national news,
I will not comment on Ken.
And that's the Herald Bulletin talking to us right now. I mean, that's the whole.
Harold Bulletin who? Are you there?
Yeah. I just wanted you to see the hallway.
Hold on one second.
So it's a lot up here. It really is. And, you know, it's just very sad for the people. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I've been to polls. You know, a little bit ago, about an hour and a half ago, a guy walked in here to surrender his ballot because he went to a polling site this morning and he wanted to turn in his ballot, and they wouldn't accept it and let him surrender. I mean, I don't really understand why you can't get your ballot and do it at the polls and do a live thing at the polls. It's starting to get busy up here now. But I don't understand why people couldn't turn in their, somebody else is turning in their ballot. I don't understand why people are just now turning in I mean, granted, people have gone to the polls. They want to surrender their ballots and then vote in live person, and they were told no, that's not the way it should be, that you can't surrender your ballot at the polls, but you can.
And so you can't. You got that switched and you got that taken care of, right?
Well, no, we've seen people coming in here today. They went to the polls. They wanted to surrender their ballots, and the polls would not take it. So they were there this morning. So they came up here after their work and they dropped off their ballots. That's what's so sad about all of this. I mean, I will tell you, Frankton Christian Church, I was at those ladies were so slick. They were so smooth. They're like, absolutely, we're going to take your ballot. Here's what we need to do to make that happen. And then this is what we need to do. And then we're going to get you on a machine. And they had it down to a science. Those were some experienced, phenomenal women. Right. And that's what you want. But it looks like we have quite a few inexperienced. I can't see you. He can only see me. You're not on camera. None of you are on camera. I can only shoot the camera this way. I can't shoot the camera. Yeah, I can't shoot.
Who are you talking to?
A lot of constituents and people are walking in and out, and I can't flip the camera because I'm not that tech savvy. So they think I'm filming them, but I'm like, I'm not filming you guys. I'm only filming myself.
Well, they're in a public building, so like, relax, people.
Right.
You're in
So
a public building.
So that's
Everybody
the whole.
can see you.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, is that, you know, you're seeing things like that. I was at the polls. I've seen voters that have been removed from the polling list because they haven't voted in 8 years. So they just took them out of the system.
Yeah. Now listen, I don't feel sorry for that.
Right.
Because you have to check. And if you registered a decade ago, and then you, like, they could think you're dead if you registered a decade ago, and you've not registered in 8 years.
Right.
You probably should have checked your voter registration.
Well, and here's the other thing. So this morning at one of the churches, they pulled 7 people out of line saying that they had already voted. And these people are like, no, we have never voted before. And they're like, no, you have. So they went back and forth. The constituents stood their ground, and then they were finally able to vote. And so why are things like that happening at the polls? It's so frustrating. I mean, we had a couple polls, 3 or 4, that did not open on time. They didn't open for whatever reason till after 6. Some it was 6:15, some it was 6:20. It was all over the board, and people left. You know, in the last couple of years, we've had several close elections with by 2 or 3 votes. I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, you know, then we had people who had address issues, right? But yet they had mail that had come to them from the clerk's office, and they too were dismissed at that point. And, you know, and it's just an amazing situation that keeps happening all the time. I don't understand what seems to be the issue with all of this.
Right. Well,
you see, are you listening to me?
Hold on. What?
You got to watch the camera.
Are you talking to me? Yeah, what's that?
Well,
Who's that?
That just went. Tim Lannon and Russ Willis just left.
Okay.
So it's just a constant, you know, and what this really is just a standoff of power. I mean, that's what all this has come down to, is the standoff of power. So
right.
We're going to see people who have special privileges nonstop. I mean, it's just been one thing after another of issues up here. You know, I don't understand why Russ is even allowed in this building while he's under investigation with the Indiana State Police.
Yeah, I mean, that is very strange.
Yeah, I mean, and this is just the abuse that's going on. So it's been a wild day in Madison County. I'm glad to see it come to a close. I think I already know who's going to win. But you know what? We just have to pray that you and I will continue on exposing all the corruption. And even the people who I think are going to win, they have such inexperience that I think we're going to see the holes right through there. I think that unless these people don't ask why they're doing something, we're going to see problems. I mean, that's just the reality of it, you know?
Well, so here's the thing with me. So for the people that have been on here,
I just got to ask you a question. I want you to look at my body, all of you. Look at this.
Okay.
You see a badge on me that they said in the election board we're supposed to have on. There's not
Yeah.
one down here that has one on here. So that
Yeah.
bullshit that Linda
Yeah.
wanted to give everybody is exactly what that was.
Right.
You got to have a badge. You got to have credentials. So now I think Russ is even more guilty. And I actually think Linda's guilty of conspiring and hiding for him. Thank you. You're much appreciated. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole thing. So it's just, but here shortly, we're going to see candidates start showing up after the polls close. I would think in about 15 minutes, we'll see those people starting to walk in here. It's going to get real busy with people bringing ballots in. So I hope that maybe at 6:15 we can go live again as we see this room fill up.
Okay, hold on here a second.
I mean, we can just sit and talk. Alva's joined the group. Gwen's on air. I mean, here goes Joe Black. I mean, maybe, you know, it's whatever you want to do, though.
Hold on. I mean, you can keep talking to him. Just, I'm off screen for 1 second.
Okay. So we're just up here at the Madison County Courthouse. We're waiting for the canvassing of the votes, but we want to show you how they're bringing people in the back door and they don't have to go through security. I mean, this is just the craziest thing I've ever seen. I mean, you're just going to see more and more people coming in and out of this door. I don't understand why we're using 2 entryways. We should have 1 entryway.
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense.
This makes no sense. I mean, she ain't answering you. She don't work for you. You're just a constituent.
Wait a minute.
You have no voice.
Are those USBs and ballots being transported by one person? That's what I'm asking.
Well, you're getting ready to find out because she's going to come on this video and she's going to have to open those bags.
She'll take him back there to Russell's room.
Well, that might be very well a case too.
Where you can't see anything.
Which, and that's the whole thing. So we're just, I do know some people called the FBI today and reported some of this. So hopefully we'll get some issues there. I mean, I guess you could alter the videos, but that would be a bad idea.
We need to get Gavin Rose's name out there for people who keep pouring it on.
You see can you see the whole screen, Chris?
Yeah.
I can't believe they won't answer questions.
Yeah, they won't answer any questions. Again, they won't answer any questions. And again, I mean, you see them over here in the hallway. I'm not really sure. There's another wall there. I mean, it's like these guys, this is their very first election they've ever done.
Right.
I mean, he's telling them to, this is the lady who's coming in with her bags. Well, you can't even see what's going on over there. Heather's standing there. I mean,
that's the lady that just went.
No, that's Heather right there.
No, before that. What are they doing over there?
I don't know what they're doing. I can't even see the full clip.
I know. Because I want to know what the lady that just went up had.
Oh, wait, here's Russ here. But we haven't seen the lady show up who took all those big bags.
Oh, there she is, but
now she's down to 1 bag. Now she's down to 1 bag.
Okay, so just, all right, I'm back on screen.
Huh?
I'm back on screen here for a second.
Now she's down to 1 bag. But see how these bags look similar? You could start switching out bags.
What happened to the other 2 bags?
I don't know what happened to her 2 bags. She had 2 bags were here, and then she was like Houdini upstairs. I don't know.
And
now you got them feeding ballots. They're doing something in these machines. I don't know what they're doing. Hey, has anybody run the numbers on and see if anything's popped up on the poll numbers?
Well, they've got it here, but we can run it.
Look at the state one and look at that.
No, no. So that's what I was going to say. So you said something about going at 6:15, but that's like just a few minutes. So here's the deal.
You want to just stay live? We can just stay live.
Well, so here's the deal. We've got the big results show that's going to start somewhere around 7 or maybe a little after 7. I've been directing everybody to that and posting that everywhere and posting it. Right there it is. So a lot of people have been asking me like, hey, we've not seen you around. What's going on? Well, obviously I'm not in the studio. I am currently, for those people that are out there that I have not talked to, I am currently in a hospital in Madison County, Indiana. I have not done anything with Delaware County. Yeah, what?
Here comes Mike Austin, Terry Austin's husband.
Oh, yeah, let's see him. I'm not a big fan of him either. So, oh yeah. So,
did you see credentials on them? Did you see a badge on
no,
them?
neither one. Yeah, neither one.
Did you see a badge on them? They did have badges on. They're carrying their badges. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, Russ was carrying
ID
his
cards.
badge.
They're not
He
badges.
was
None of
one.
these people have badges. The guys with the badges are up by the door.
Yeah.
Anyways, so my whole thing is I've not followed anything that's going on in Delaware County today. I went and voted. It took me 3 minutes to vote. There was nobody in line. There were 4 people in there voting when I voted. And since noon, I've been in Anderson in a hospital. My grandfather had to get emergency surgery today. So we're waiting on him to get out, and then I'll be rushing home to go live on the results show. My whole thing was I've not said anything basically for the last 2 weeks about the election in Delaware County because nothing's going on. Delaware County politics is falling apart. My focus is going to be on the state and the national election this evening. And then obviously we will report what happens in Delaware County. But my whole thing is Brad Bookout's going to win, you know, all of this nonsense going on. So that's why that's why Catherine's been on doing all this stuff with Madison County, which is good because there's a lot of chaos going on there. Tonight, we will be focusing on everywhere. We'll be focusing on Delaware County, Henry County, Blackford County, everywhere, and then the state level, obviously, and national. So that'll be at 7 or maybe just a little after. So be sure to tune in here, watch what's going on, but we will be back here. But I'm going to have to get ready to jump off here real quick.
But here's the thing. I can start it, and then you can jump on at 7. If you're not ready at 7, I'll start at 7, then you jump on.
Okay. Yeah, we can figure that out. Yeah, I'll call you.
All right, just let me know, and I can jump on and start because this is going to get full. It's already starting to fill up. So we'll have more for you.
Well, okay. So you mean you want to show what goes on with that? No, do that separate because you still have a thing in the studio. You keep making new things, but there's still a studio open that you have that you've not used yet.
All right, I can.
Let me click on this. What?
Kate and I can keep communicating with each other. It's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of letting you know what's going on, and then we'll. I mean, I
think you've used it. Never mind. I lied. You've used it.
Kate might make me another one.
Okay, so yeah, we can
delete it. I deleted it. I deleted it because she came in this one, not thinking that she would want another one tonight. But she's a pro, and she already made one for herself earlier today. So
yeah,
she's
that was amazing.
Capable.
Yeah. So go live and record that. I want to try to keep the results thing like pure as a standalone thing. So go live. When that starts filling up and you want to show it, go live and show that. But I want to keep the results thing as a pure thing.
All right. Well, just holler at me.
All right. I'll let you know.
All right. Hey, thanks everybody. We'll see you shortly. See you, Alva. See you, Joe Black. See you, Michael. All right. See you guys.
Rock and roll.
All right.
All right, everyone. Be sure to tune into the results thing tonight.